The following is a special Wayne Hills Television sports presentation.
Hello and welcome back to Pregame Tip. I'm Drew Ziegler. I'm here with Rocco Coppola. Tonight we will be previewing the first round of the Section 1 Group 3 game in the NJSIAA tournament between the visiting Morris Hills Scarlet Knights and your home Wayne Hills Patriots.
The Scarlet Knights are the 11th seed after a 16-10 regular season, while the Patriots are the 6th seed after a great season going 17-8.
But those records go out the window once the playoffs begin, as all teams are back to a 0-0 record. Despite that, we will go over the Knights' regular season, and Morris Hills had several small win streaks of 3 and one losing streak of the same amount. They lost in the first round of their county tournament and are coming off of a win over Dover in their last game. Let's get into the stats.
Head coach Andrew McClay was at the helm for the 7-5 record in the national division. This team is low scoring and has no dominant scorer, as senior Eshan Banzali leads with almost 9 points per game. Junior Marcus Petit Ferrer averages with the most rebounds with 6, and also assists with a little bit over 2.
So clearly there is no standout player, and the Knights are defensively geared, but it worked for them as they had a solid record this season.
On the other side, the Patriots are similarly built, but slightly better offensively. In the end, now a final recap of the Patriots' regular season.
The Patriots hung above 500 for about half the season until the 16th of January when the Patriots really started to get hot. They had a 3-game win streak and then a couple of losses until a 6-game win streak began. It led them all the way to a semifinal meeting with the Patterson Eastside Ghosts, where they suffered a tough loss, but they finished off a season strong with a win over Bergen Tech.
Now, the Wayne Hills regular season stats. Here we go. Coach Grimes led his team to a very successful 17-win season, which is the most since the 2018-19 season. The team, also a 7-3 solid Independence divisional record. The Patriots averaged just over 50 points per game and gave up about 44 a game.
Now, Rocco, who will be the Patriots' key contributor tonight in order to lead Hills to victory?
Well, Drew, for me, it's Cherno St. Paul. He so far has been the MVP of the Patriots this season, and he's just been on an absolute tear the last few weeks. Just a menace inside the paint, and especially from three-point range. The last month or so, the Patriots' offense has really ran through him. We know he'll put up a good fight. It's just a matter of if Jelinski, Graves, and co. can back him up.
Yeah, Cherno has been the leading scorer for this team, and I'm looking for the go-to connection of Graves and St. Paul to get it going tonight. With that being said, that will do it for us on Pregame Tip, as we hope to see you again, barring a win tonight. If that were to happen, the Patriots would match up with the winner of the game between Teaneck and Roxbury. Teaneck, the 3 seed, Roxbury, the 14 seed. But let's not get ahead of ourselves, as the main focus is on tonight's game, where it'll be myself, Rocco, and Brandon Stone on the call, as we'll now head to player introductions.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Pittsburgh Gymnasium at Wayne Hills High School for tonight's North 1 Group 3 opening round matchup between the visiting number 11 seed Morris Hills Scarlet Knights and number 6 seed Wayne Hills Patriots. Today's contest is being conducted according to the rules of the NJSIAA. These rules provide for fair competition among players. Spectators can help promote good sportsmanship by observing the rules of fair play. Any verbal, written, or physical conduct related to race, gender, ethnicity, disability, sexual orientation, or religion shall not be tolerated, could subject the violator to rejection, and may result in penalties being assessed against your team. It is expected that all spectators will demonstrate good sportsmanship and will do nothing to jeopardize the safety or comfort of the players coaches, officials, or other spectators. Also, a reminder that all tobacco products are prohibited on school grounds. Thank you and enjoy the game. First, let's introduce the starting lineup for the visiting Scarlet Knights. Junior forward, number 30, Stephen Shee. Junior forward, number 1, TJ Horner. Junior forward, number 33, Marcus Ziegler. Senior guard, number 4, Eddie Jacko. And senior guard, number 11, Ishan Gonzalez. The Scarlet Knights are coached by Andrew Clay, assistant coaches Pete Whitner and Sam Stackhouse. Once again, the Scarlet Knights of Mars Hills. And now for your Wayne Hills Patriots starting lineup. Sophomore guard, number 23, Journal St. Paul. Sophomore guard, number 24, Brooklyn Schulman. Junior guard, number 10, Justin Gray. Senior guard, number 0, Andrew Poe. And senior guard, number 15, Ryan Cooperman. And the Patriots are coached by Ken Brown, assistant coaches Donnie Mateo, Mike Palladino, and Mike Debate. Once again, for Wayne Hills Patriots. The officials for this evening's game are Fred Leo, Joe Cruz, and Gerard Devon. Now, ladies and gentlemen, will you please rise and remove your caps for the playing of our national anthem?
Good evening and welcome back to the Gifford Gymnasium. I'm Drew Ziegler and I'm joined alongside by Rocco Coppola and Brandon Stone. Well, it is now do or die for all of the high school basketball teams in New Jersey as we begin the state playoff tournament. Here we have the 11 seed Morris Hills Scarlet Knights who are matching up with your 6 seed Wayne Hills Patriots. The Patriots come into this one as the better team from the regular season, but that does not mean anything anymore. I think right out of the gate, the thing to highlight between both teams is the size differential and the experience levels, which both land in favor of the Scarlet Knights, who have 3 juniors and 2 seniors, compared to the Patriots' 2 sophomores, 1 junior, and 2 seniors starting. So, Rocco and Brandon, how do you think that will play a factor tonight?
Also a 7 p.m. start this evening, and that quarterfinal match will be played Saturday at the Hopper Street. More on that.
We've got some technical difficulties going on with the other mics.
The 11 seed Scarlet Knights and the 6 seed Patriots kicking off state tournament.
Despite that, we will head into the game as tip-off St. Paul and Stephen Shee for Morris Hills, the junior. It's the usual suspects out there for the Patriots. And Morris Hills will start with the ball.
Stakes couldn't be any higher for any high school now.
See instantly right there the size differential. Petit Friere, the playmaker for this team despite his size. Pose guarding heavily out there. Gets a steal quick, but just steps out of bounds. Despite that, claps it up for his defense, trying to get them hyped up.
That's just the aggressiveness of Andrew Pose to just get after the ball and just knows has to knock it out. That's what makes him so special as a defender.
Jacko with it, trying to get rid of it. Pose still on him. Aggressive Wayne Hills backcourt violation. You can see how hyped up they are. Just the first possession of the game, not even on offense, but defense forcing a turnover. Now we'll see what the Patriots can do on offense. And this Morris Hill Scarlet Knights team, they are not offensively geared whatsoever, really. Scoring under 50 points per game. I think 50 points will do a job in this one, and we'll get a team a win. Pose will start out with the ball for the Patriots. Passes over to Gubernick on the far side. Now Pose with it, dribbles with his left, over to St. Paul, the leading scorer for this Wayne Hills Patriots team. Now Gubernick with his left. Pass into the corner back to St. Paul. Now back up top to Jelinski to reset the offense. Screen set by Graves. Jelinski drives with his right, kicks out. St. Paul for three. He's good. Great way to start off for the Patriots on defense and offense. Doesn't get much better than that, forcing a turnover and a 3-ball to fall.
St. Paul for the call. Ryan very much intended. That 3-ball just been so excellent this last month or so. And you love to see it, and a great way to start for the maroon and black in this case tonight.
And they're taking up for the Scarlet Knights, throws it away. That's Ishan Bonsali leading the team with 8.9 points per game, the senior, number 11. Now Jelinski takes it up for the Wayne Hills Patriots. Passes over to Pose. Now Graves with it. Now back to Jelinski. At the top of the key, calls for a screen by Graves. Drives with his right. Trying to find a lane. Graves mid-range jumper is no good. Rebound. That's Stephen Shee. Passes over to Eddie Jacko, the senior, guarded by Pose. Jacko trying to make something happen here. Drives with his left and tries to draw contact. Won't do it. Pose, great defense there. Now the fast break for the Patriots. Could have been a travel call there. Despite that, it will be Morris Hill Scarlet Knights ball. On the drive, Graves tries to block. Petit Frere with the rebound. He's good. See a lot of that tonight, maybe the offensive rebounding for the Scarlet Knights with the size difference.
Absolutely. The way both teams play in the paint is going to determine how many buckets are going to be scored from two very, very good teams on defense.
Now Pose for the Patriots. St. Paul for three. Bang! 2 in a row for him. He's got all the Patriots points, 6 of them, 2 3-pointers. Patriots on top by 4.
And Drew Ziegler, a little Mike Breen action there with the bang call. Nothing else needs to be said. Cherno St. Paul 4-3.
Yeah, in these state playoff games, anything's going to come out now. Jacko with it for, can't say Hills tonight, with both teams being Hills. Might take a little bit of time for us. Pose just really aggressive there, drawing a foul, but you like to see the aggressiveness. You're going to take fouls in this game. It's a state playoff game, and there's going to be a lot of contact.
You can't emphasize it any bigger than that, Drew. State playoff game, aggressiveness is the key. Got to keep your emotions in check, make sure you don't get yourself in foul trouble, but early on, you got to set a tone here.
Jacko with it, still guarded by Pose. Trips up a little bit, but regains a step. Really not getting anything going on offense here. Only got an offensive rebound for a second chance. Graves steals on the fast break. Now he drives and no finish, but Gubernick offensive rebound, kicks out to Graves, fakes the 3, drives baseline, and no good again. A block by number 30, Stephen Shee, the junior. Now Bonsali dribbles into the corner, hits his own man, but gives it off nonetheless. Now Petit Frere. Jacko for 3. Way off. Now St. Paul in the rebound. Patriots, you'll see a lot of fast-paced offense here tonight. They're much faster than this Scarlet Knights team.
Absolutely.
Jelinski with it. kicks out. St. Paul drives baseline. Floater is no good. Gubernick offensive rebound, but cannot finish. Now Jacko with it for the Knights. Tries to start something for his offense. T. Friere guarded by Graves. Huge size differential there. Friere will go up with it. No good. Back room. Jelinski rebounds. As good a defense you can play there on Friere by Graves.
Graves giving him a look, letting him know who's in charge here.
Graves with it now. Loses control of the ball but regains possession. Now Gubernick resets. Drives with his left. Fadeaway jumper in and out. I mean, 6-2. They're really playing the Scarlet Knights game here, but Patriots still on top by 4. Still a very close game.
Yes, the Patriots have played a stingy man defense thus far, not allowing much of anything.
Bit of a late call there. Petit Friere draws it, and he'll go to the line for 2, as we will see the first substitutions of the night for the Scarlet Knights. That's Sadat Bonsali, as well as Alex Gomez. We'll check in after the first shot. Petit Friere is good on his first. I mean, he's really just a lot of this team's offense, at least. Leading, as we mentioned earlier in the pregame, rebounds and assists. And we did not expect that coming into him. Obviously, he kicks out a lot with his size. He draws defenders towards him, and that leaves an open man, leading to his assist total. We have not seen a lot of this, though. Maybe a little bit of change up. Jelinski taking the ball up for the Patriots a few times already tonight. St. Paul over to Jelinski, who is grabbed, which is why he could not get to the pass.
And points are just absolutely crucial for Wayne Hills tonight, because we know Morris Hills is elite defensively, one of the best defending teams in all of North Jersey, so points are going to be hard to come by for this team.
St. Paul draws the contact, a little bit of a double clutch layup, and he gets to go to the line for it.
And I see the look in Cherno St. Paul's eyes. They have just changed drastically over the last few weeks or so. He's playing with no fear. He's not playing with house money. He's a sophomore, but he is playing with fire. You might as well pop the takeover badge now.
I mean, he's really been the go-to guy if you need a bucket for this team recently over the past few weeks. And he's taken that role, and he's just run with it.
Don't push him under. Straight in.
He's responsible for all of Hill's points so far. We'll see if Morris Hills adjusts their defense to account for that.
He drills both free throws. Already you mentioned all of the points. He's got 8 on the night. Cherno St. Paul 8, Morris Hills 4. And Petit Friere stepped out of bounds. Graves forces him to do so, as now the Patriots will get the ball back.
And you got to wonder.
And Hills has been playing aggressive in the backcourt thus far, pressing on almost every make. That time works to perfection, allowing Graves to force the turnover and to get the ball back.
And the first substitution for the Patriots is made as well. Andrew Post checks out, and the sophomore David Van Hook checks into the game. Jelinski now with it. Now St. Paul over to Graves, guarded by Ferrer. Van Hook over to Jelinski. Fake the 3. Gubernick now with it. Drives with his left. And dribbles it back out to the top of the key. Now St. Paul, guarded by the substitution in Gomez. Nice finish by St. Paul. Now 10 points tonight. Needs to get somebody on him early, does Andrew Mackley, the coach of the Morris Hills Scarlet Knights.
You might need 2 people on St. Paul at this point, and that's not a route you want to go down if you're Morris Hills, because that leaves Graves and Jelinski alone, one-on-one, sometimes with nobody on defense.
And they've only got 4 players out there. I don't think they realized that. Oh, the inbounder was coming out from the bench. Did not see him there.
It's all good. We make mistakes too, ladies and gentlemen.
Stephen Shee, the junior, checked back into the game. He started this game. Over to Bonsali. Another Bonsali. Now Gordemere over to Shee. No good on the floater. Friere trying to get the rebound. Can't do it, but his teammate does. That's TJ Gordimer guarded by Jelinski going up with it and one. He got the call, a little bit of a dysfunctional play there, but nonetheless, he'll go for a three-point play.
Points are all that matter in the game, and we notice how Morris Hill is not playing with any fear so far. The moment you lose to fear, you lose the game. And that's what Morris Hills and Wayne Hills, for that matter, too, need to avoid at all costs. Otherwise, this game's going to get out of hand.
Yeah, in that last play, Morris Hills attacked the basket with aggression, able to force their way, bully their way into the paint, get the 2 and the and 1.
Gordimer does complete the three-point play. Gubernick over to Jelinski. A little bit of a different defense here already. We could see a lot of double covering. Jelinski drives, Van Hook for 3. No good, back rim. Rebound, Bonsali, the one who came off the bench. That's Sadat Bonsali with it, guarded by Gubernick. Ferrer sets the screen. Bonsali doesn't use it. He goes for the floater, and he's good. 10-9 Patriots now. 35 seconds to go in the first quarter. Patriots have gone cold these last couple of possessions here. Got to get a bucket here before the end of the first quarter to go into the second with momentum. Jelinski now with it, guarded by Gordimer. Fadeaway jumper, no good. St. Paul offensive rebound. He goes back up with it. He's also short on it. Now Graves offensive rebound. Tries to throw it out to Van Hook. Won't be able to do it. Bonsali takes it up. 10 seconds to go. Gubernick pressing.
Morris Hill is operating with a renewed defensive aggression, getting to the ball immediately, not allowing anyone to drive.
Bonsali with a crazy look there. Almost finishes it. And really ended good for this Morris Hill Scarlet Knights team. I mean, both of these teams play similar ways. They get the game close, and then in the fourth, they pull away with it. And they're both playing their game. I think this more favor in the quarter. I know, obviously, still losing this game, but only down a point. And I think it was a good quarter for the Scarlet Knights coming back. They just got to contain St. Paul.
I mean, yeah, you come on the road in a state playoff game like this, the stakes are as high as they possibly can be. And if you're Morris Hills, you're completely okay with only being down by 1 point. I mean, this is not an easy place to play against, let alone the Wayne Hills Patriots that have been on a tear this last month or so. So to only be down by 1 point after the end of a very competitive first quarter and the last 2 minutes or so, I'd say, Morris Hills dominated the last 2 minutes or so in that first quarter. So look at it like this now. We're down by 1. What can we do now? Can we score some points? Can we keep them on that cold, iced-out island? So we're going to have to see if Coach Grimes can adjust.
Yeah, and you can see a different player every time for this Knights team really putting the ball in the hoop. There's no main guy. As we mentioned in the pregame, there's somebody new every new possession.
And St. Paul needs help. I know he has 10 points, but the problem is for Wayne Hills, nobody else has a bucket. So important to think about. This is exactly how they lost to Eastside just over a week ago. Not enough help.
Jelinski guarded by Gordimer. Screen set by Graves. Jelinski continues. Loses it out of bounds. Dribbles it off his foot. Gordimer didn't have to do much there other than stay in front, and Jelinski lost it himself. Now the press is on for the Patriots defense early this second quarter. Gordimer takes it up off to Jacko, the senior. Guarded by Van Hook. That's Steven Shee with it now, guarded by Gubernick. Over to Ferrer. Now Jacko with it, guarded by Van Hook. Over to Gordimer, into the corner, Bonsali for 3. No good. Gubernick rebounds.
St. Paul able to get a hand in his face, get the ball back, and now looks to score again.
Graves drives baseline, looks for the pass to St. Paul, but a little bit too fancy on that one. Maybe should have taken that one himself.
Yeah, just a little in front of St. Paul there. Not quite able to get it, but that likely go back to that play later in the game.
And we see the same thing on the other end. Jacko makes a nice move to get past the defender, but doesn't go up with it. And Bonsali checks out for Bonsali. That's Ishan Bonsali, the starter, back into the game, number 11.
And an out-of-bounds call.
Now Gubernick takes it up for the Patriots. A little bit of a change of pace.
At this point, Wayne Hills just needs a bucket. No other way around it. That's how you want to set the tone early. Keep the pressure on Morris Hills. You need a bucket.
Both of the starting lineups in for both teams right now, over a minute into this second quarter. Gubernick deep 2, I believe. No good. Now Jacko gets his offense set. Over to Bonsali in the corner. Briere getting positioning on Graves, and he does so. Graves does foul Ferrer. Probably a good foul there. Makes him go to the line and put 2 points in himself from the free throw line.
And I know it's still early on in the game. We're seeing the shades of some of the old Wayne Hills Patriots we saw this season, just going cold and not having an answer for whatever their opponent throws at them.
Yeah, Graves already with 2 fouls early in the game. He needs to stay out of foul trouble. Patriots need him to lock down on center.
And Andrew Castillo comes in for Justin Graves.
Yeah, we haven't seen many substitutions for this Patriots squad over the last few games, but in this one, Castillo checks in pretty early.
That's big.
For the Knights, Bonsali looks to check in, as well as Alex and Gomez did check in, number 20. Jelinski for 3, short on it. Castillo offensive rebound. He'll take a 3. He's good with it. A little bit of a Jalen Brunson celebration there, right, going into the game, as he's the first scorer not named St. Paul for this Patriots team tonight.
An unlikely unsung hero for the first bucket, not named number 23 for the maroon and black, but I think the Wayne Hill student section get allowed now. They'll take it.
Now Bonsali guarded by St. Paul. Over to Ferrer, who's Castillo has the task of guarding Ferrer. Now Jacko with it, 5.5 remaining in the second quarter, 13-9 Patriots on top. Jacko fadeaway jumper, no good. St. Paul with it, loses control, but Pose regains it. And he'll slow it down for his squad. Pose guarded by Jacko, both seniors for their respective teams. St. Paul fakes the jumpers, and for another 3, that one's not good. 1 for 2 from 3 is Castillo.
Could have been disastrous right there for Morris Hills.
And Gomez with it now. Ferrer, Castillo playing very aggressive defense on him. Jacko drives, blocked by Jelinski. Bonsali now drives baseline, and he's blocked by St. Paul. Still Scarlet Knights with the ball, though. Bonsali drives with his left, and he's blocked by St. Paul. I mean, what a display of defense there for the Patriots. It was what was the call there? I did not see. And Bonsali seems to me just get up slowly.
Yeah, that was some fall that he took there. Glad to see he's up and okay, though.
3 blocks, 1 Jelinski, 2 by St. Paul. I mean, Cherno is just doing everything for his team in this state playoff game. Now Gubernick takes it up, guarded by Bonsali, as Stephen Shee looks to check in. You could just see how many substitutions this Scarlet Knights team is making, keeping all of their players fresh and regenerated as they go into the game, and they're all going to have their stamina as they check in with these quick substitutions.
Hill's still looking to get anything going on offense that doesn't involve St. Paul or that one shot by Castillo.
Nice pass by Gubernick. St. Paul, who else, finishes the bucket. 12 points for him now. As Van Hook looks to check back in for the Patriots. Now Bonsali guarded by St. Paul. In the corner, Jacko with it, guarded by Pose.
Student section in his ear.
Gets past the screen. Now in Gomez. Over to Shee, who drives with his right, finishes, try to with his left. A nice move there, but isn't able to finish. Now Gordimer inside. He can't finish either, and it's knocked out of bounds. Retain possession for the Knights. Van Hook in for Jelinski, who takes his first break of the night. Just over halfway into this second quarter. Patriots on top 15-9.
They are going to need Brooklyn Jelinski to heat up in the third quarter. That's usually when he's at his best. Second half, third quarter especially. So right now, they just got to focus on staying in front of this team.
Jacko loses it. Gets it back. Patriots say he stepped on the line. Ref doesn't call it. Jacko now putting the moves on. Pose just playing better defense, though. Now Bonsali guarded by Van Hook.
Yeah,
Bonsali
Jacko
drives.
can't get anything there.
St. Paul tries another block, but Bonsali with a circus finish, and he gets it to fall.
From where we were, we couldn't see if he stepped out or not. The Patriots bench coaches, they thought he stepped out. Nevertheless, it's a moot point now because...
And a bad pass by Van Hook there, and Gomez steals. I think he seems to be the defensive specialist for this team, checking in on these defensive possessions, not really doing much on offense, just passing it off. But if defense wins these games, especially if you're playing for the Morris Hill Scarlet Knights who prioritize defense.
Yeah, exactly. And the Patriots can't let that bucket, I know it's a 4-point game, they're still in the lead. It's still close, but they can't let that bucket get to their heads and just say to themselves, oh, he was out of bounds, he was out of bounds. It's a moot point now. The bucket counted anyways. So now it's on them to get back on defense and lock them up.
And Ferrer checked back into the game, as well as the other Bonsali now, both Ishan and Sadat in the game for the Scarlet Knights. That's Shi with it over to Ishan Bonsali. Now Sadat over to Shi, back to Gomez. Ishan drives with his left, loses it. Another circus shot, that one no good. Castillo with a little bit of a dangerous pass there, but Pose gets it back. 2.5 remaining in the first half. Ishan Bonsali picks up Andrew Pose at the top of the key. Now Gubernick with it. A little bit of a small ball lineup here for the Patriots. Gubernick trips and a foul is called. St. Paul checks back in after his quick break as Gubernick checks out for the first time.
And I promise you, that fall was anything but light.
And that's surprisingly the first timeout of the game. This game has been going very quickly. Just over 2 minutes remaining. Patriots still on top, 15-11. Anything else to add so far in this game?
Brandon?
I mean, despite their offensive struggles at times, the Patriots have only allowed 2 points on defense this quarter. So their defense is effective. They just need their offense to catch up so they can create a bigger lead than breakaway.
And the way I see it, if the Patriots go up by double digits, I cannot see Morris Hills coming back, given how they've played all season. And I know what they say. It's a new season. It's the playoffs. Everybody's 0-0. But with the way they have played all year long against this Patriots team, with how they've been playing the last month, I can't see them coming back if they're down double digits. So it's on the coaches and it's on Morris Hills to stay within 6 points. That's my limit. 6, 7 points, maybe 8. Other than that, the Patriots, their goal right now is to build a big lead and then play house money with it. See what they can do. Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen. See what they can do and figure out where to go from there, because it's the biggest game of their lives right now.
Yeah, I think something to highlight, you can see how much more athletic the Patriots are, I think, but only up 4, really still playing the Scarlet Knights game, who are just keeping it close. Very aggressive defense to start this after the timeout, this possession. St. Paul in the corner, pass to Castillo, out to Jelinski for a 3. He got his first of the night, as now 18-11, Patriots on top. Cannot let him get hot, especially if Jelinski and St. Paul are on. It's going to be very tough for the Scarlet Knights. St. Paul deflects, but Bonsali gets it back. He drives with his left, kicks out. Another pass, and Gomez with it now. Over and back into the corner. That's Stephen Shi, who takes it to the top of the key. Drives with his right, unable to finish. Gets the foul call, though, as he'll go to the line to try and decrease the Patriots' lead.
And any points they can get to stay within reasonable range for a comeback, that's a win as far as I'm concerned. If you're Morris Hills, it'll only get serious when it gets into the fourth quarter and they need buckets. Until then, stay within a few points and you have a chance.
I mean, you wouldn't think so. I know there's still a minute and a half left, but if you have 11 points going into the second half, you wouldn't think you'd be in such a close game. But yet they are so far.
They're very well coached.
But both free throws missed. That definitely cannot happen if you're the Scarlet Knights, who need these points any way they can get them. Jelinski spin move over to the baseline. St. Paul, who's good on another jumper.
And a fantastic play by St. Paul there. Sets the pick, rolls to the basket, steps back, knocks it down.
Yeah, really just creating a space for himself. He's been so good at this year, as he shows there on that play. Now Bonsali, guarded by the star of the game so far, St. Paul. Ferrer with it now. I think you got to get him more involved if you're the Scarlet Knights. Bonsali drives, and that will be an offensive foul. Who else? Andrew Pose with the charging call.
The hype on that student section has already cut you off, my man. The hype on that block, even like, I'm not sure if they count blocks after a foul, but the student section just went crazy after that one.
I mean, Pose has done it all year. It's been really his best play, drawing those charges. It's huge momentum swing, as you just said. Jelinski drives his left. His floater is also good. Now double-digit lead for the Patriots. You mentioned that could not happen. 30 seconds remaining in the first half. Patriots on top, 22-11.
Scarlet Knights treading in very, very dangerous waters now, heading into the end of the half.
And Sally clearing out, but St. Paul has hit his number all night. 20 seconds remaining. Over to Jacko. Draws a screen, spin move, keeps the ball. 10 seconds remaining. Ferrer with it. Crazy possession here. Pose the flex. Jacko back with it though. Now she with it. 1 second remaining. Jacko's got to throw it up. He has no idea the time's running out though. And that will end the first half. Great defensive possession there as Coach Grimes hugs Andrew Pose going to the bench. Loving the defensive effort there.
Yeah, at the end of the half right there, T. Farrar saw Jacko open, but got him to it too late, deflected. He managed to get it back, but couldn't get a shot off before the end of the half.
Just incredible defense. This gym, the Gifford gym, as fabled as it is historically, recently has had a little bit of a tale with buzzer beaters at the end of quarters, halves, games. I don't know what it is recently with buzzer beaters in this building, but it's certainly not anything to scoff at, and I think it's good on Wayne Hills for not allowing that shot off.
Yeah, I mean, that was a huge last few minutes for this Patriots team, making it a little bit more of a lead. Now 11 points it's at, doubling the Scarlet Knights score. And as you said, you mentioned they got to stay under double digits. They did not in the first half. Really got to make some big adjustments, especially on the offensive end. Really nobody in specific got going there. Bonsali maybe a little bit was taking the most shots. Wasn't getting much to fall though. So we will see in the second half how that goes down. Patriots just got to keep going, really. And we will be at a break momentarily, but when we come back before the second half begins, Mr. Hittinger will come up for a quick interview on his thoughts about the game. So welcome back. I'm now joined by Mr. Hittinger, who will give us his assessment of the first half, as he had a little bit of a lower view on courtside.
Well, I'll start off with Coach Grimes' assessment. He came up to us at the half and he said, if this team could score, we could win a state championship. And it's true. The Patriots right now could easily have 35 points. It was a very good half, a good start to the first half. Good start to at the end of the first half. Inconsistency with scoring, late first, early second. They got into a little bit of foul trouble. I was a little worried. Ryan Gubernick took a tough foul to start off. But Cherno St. Paul has gone off. They've gotten threes from the bench with Castillo. They got a three from Jelinski. They're playing pretty disciplined, and defensively they've been terrific. They're forcing Morris Hills, I almost said Hills, they're forcing Morris Hills to make turnovers. If they can knock down some more shots, I mean, they're going to easily take care of things in the second half.
Yeah, I mentioned at the end of the first quarter, despite the Patriots with the 1-point lead, they were really playing the Scarlet Knights game, who have not averaged many points so far this year, but they've been very defensively minded, which has got them this far with their solid 16-10 record. And really towards the end of that first half, though, the Patriots started to pull away a little bit, got more offense going, and it's all behind Cherno St. Paul.
I'll tell you what can galvanize a team like the Patriots. That game at Valley, fourth quarter, was looking grim. Coach Grimes talks to the guys, tells them to pick up the intensity. They did. They forced the full court pressure. They had 3 straight turnovers for the Indians, and the Indians scored 1 point in that last quarter. That last possession, stopping Morris Hills, terrific play by Andrew Pose in the corner here close to the bench. That last sequence, preventing them from even getting a shot off. That's great for them to build on momentum-wise. Let's see if they can knock down some shots in the second.
Yeah, Andrew Pose, you mentioned, despite his height, I think he's been the heart of this defense all year, drawing the charges we've seen all year as well. Just his aggressiveness shown every single play. He never takes a play off. And on Jacko, he's just been playing great defense, forcing many turnovers.
Bonshali took 2 charges in a row. I mean, that's great discipline by the Patriots. And they've had multiple turnovers off stepping out of bounds. And I mean, you know, this is the first round of states. You can't afford to make mistakes like that. So things are looking good for the Patriots. Still only an 11-point lead, though.
Yeah, it'll be tough to come back from. As we mentioned, Morris Hills doesn't play from behind usually. But we'll see if there are adjustments in the first half. What do you think is the main key for their offense to get going?
Well, I'd like to see them driving more. Justin Graves needs to make a shot, because once Justin Graves gets that confidence, he's had some games, he's had some tough starts where he's missed a few shots. You see him turn things on as soon as he draws an and one. I want to see him get more involved, because he can be a game changer.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of game changers on this team. They're more talented, I could say, than the Scarlet Knights. And as you mentioned, Coach Grimes says if they can score, they can go all the way. Still a very young team as well, and they should be good from years to come with Jelinski and St. Paul at charge, also with Graves, who will be a senior next year.
Absolutely. Let's hope Ryan Gubernick, our class council member, can knock down a shot or two.
The captain's got to get going. 20 seconds remaining until the second half.
Let's get the captain going.
Thank you for joining me, Mr. Hinder, as we'll now go back to myself, Rocco, and Brandon Stone, and Rocco will be doing the play-by-play once the second half begins.
Thank you, guys. Have a great second half.
And welcome back to the Gifford Gym here. Second half. State playoff action here at the Gifford Gym. It is the Patriots up 22-11. An interesting way to start off the second half, as St. Paul's shot is stuck. As I was going to say, 22-11, Patriots on top of the Scarlet Knights. And once again, Rocco Coppola now taking over play-by-play duties. I'm still joined by Drew Ziegler and Brandon Stone. A very tough first half from both sides. Gotta love the tenacity here. As we start now, the first real possession of this second half. This is Eddie Jacko, the leading scorer all season long for the Scarlet Knights. There's Bonzali. Jacko, guarded by Post. Jacko moves inside. Jacko to the rim. Jacko somehow able to get the rebound, and Jelinski with the block, and Gubernick keeps it in. Jelinski will take it up. Pose trying to find space. Pose tried to walk a tightrope. He stepped out of bounds.
Yeah, great play by Jacko there, forcing him to the outside, forcing him along the baseline. Can't do anything, forced out of bounds.
Yeah, I know it's very early, obviously, but use the clock. Don't be so aggressive on offense, driving the baseline. You can pass it around. Those 16 minutes go by fast when there's not a lot of stoppages.
Tell me about it. Bonzali for three, and it is off the mark. Jelinski takes this up. Both sides still looking for the first bucket of the second half.
And that might be a problem a little bit. Pose comes up a little bit slow, limping, holding maybe his lower foot, ankle area. And Coach Grimes calls not a timeout, but Pose is injured.
Yeah, that would be.
He doesn't want to come out though.
That'd be a big loss for the Patriots if Pose can't go on for as long as he wants to. As we will acknowledge the bucket there to put Wayne Hills up 13. Here's Jacko. Jacko signals. It's over to the big man, Petit Friere. Jacko. Petit Friere looking for some help. Guarded by Graves. Petit Friere tries to spin. He's got no space. Over Graves, though, and it's well defended, and Graves will take this the other way. Justin Graves. Inside looking for Jelinski, just behind him. as Gordomere knocked it away, and Jacko takes it up on a beautiful floater over Pose. The first bucket of the second half, and the Scarlet Knights are on the board.
Morris Hill's going to need a lot more of those if they want to get back in this game. Still down by 11 as time slowly ticks away on the playoffs.
Pose a wide open St. Paul. And the man of the hour tonight here at the Gifford Gym, St. Paul, well over double digits now on the score sheet.
St. Paul able to cut free as the defenders seemingly losing. Able to get an easy bucket in the paint. Put the Patriots back up by 13.
Here's Jacko, still going by Post, stolen by Graves. Graves has a free bucket. If he wants it, Graves will put it in. And a timeout called by Morris Hills.
Yeah, not the way the Scarlet Knights wanted to start this half, as they are now down by more than they went into the second half with. A 15-point lead for the Patriots now. Just really got to keep it going. If you're the Patriots, Scarlet Knights got to switch something up again.
Mr. Hittinger, our PA announcer, getting very, very hype as he is very joyous about the score sheet. 28-13 now for the Patriots, and they look to be well in control in this first half. In the second half, excuse me. In the first half, I will say, though, I did mention to both of you, double digits. If Morris Hills is falling behind by at least double digits, I don't see a way back for them into this one. I just don't.
Yeah, it's going to be very tough, as well as they don't have that primary scorer, as we mentioned several times. They don't have that one guy to go to. It's got to be a team effort here. Who's it going to be that step up? Someone has to hit a shot and get the momentum going for the Scarlet Knights here.
You'd imagine it has to be Eddie Jacko. He's their leading scorer all year, the senior.
It is. It's Ishan Bonzali, actually. Jacko, the senior, has obviously a lot of experience as a senior on this team, but it's Bonzali averaging 9 points per game.
Bonzali is averaging 9 points a game, though the offense, essentially, any offense they have runs through the both of them. Is the inbound there by Gordomere. Finds Ishan Bonzali. We were just talking about him. He's double defended, and Graves had to rip it away, and he's fouled.
Actually, a jump ball called there. A lot of contact, but no foul calls. Now the Patriots, with the arrow pointing towards them, will get the ball.
Indeed, the referees doing the best they can to stay out of the way in this one.
As that was a perfectly executed trap by St. Paul and Graves. Graves saw St. Paul, got him in the corner, covered the other side, forced the turnover.
Inside, Jelinski, you bet. And don't. A little bit of a technical difficulty there. I was going to say you don't want to get Brooklyn Jelinski going in the third quarter. This is when he's averaged most of his points. It's when he gets hottest.
Yeah, the game just continues to get out of reach. Now 17-point lead. Just not sure what it's going to be, but something's got to change.
It is slipping very fast for the Scarlet Knights. And you got to wonder, is this hill literally, pun very much intended, too steep to climb? And a nice pass to Bonzali. Bonzali for three. It's good. Bonzali. That is Sadat Bonzali on the three. One of the two brothers on the court. A very nice open look and nothing but net there.
Yeah, the Patriots just can't take their foot off the gas either. Still up a lot of points, over double digits, but got to continue being aggressive on both sides of the ball.
Dubernick with a tough shot. Patriots back up 16.
So far this half, Wayne Hill's working it into the mid-range, waiting for a good shot, getting it, knocking them down.
Ishan Bonzali takes us up, guarded by Cherno St. Paul. He leads all scorers. And a foul on St. Paul's called. Pose will check out. In comes number 21, David Van Hook. She inbounds that one to Bonzali. Gordomere over to Ishan Bonzali. Over to She. Tifriere. Ishan Bonzali again.
Definitely a walk there. Didn't know really what he wanted to do. Fake the shot, put the ball on the ground, and he didn't do either at the right time.
It's just tough to get past defenders like Cherno St. Paul. He can defend, he can score. He's by far the most dynamic player on this court. and he's really picked it up over the course of this season. As Justin Graves looks for help, he finds Jelinski. St. Paul in the corner. Jelinski has a wide open David Van Hook. Ryan Gubernick. Jelinski wide open St. Paul. St. Paul a nice move around, and he lost it. St. Paul he doesn't even know what happened. Nevertheless, Morris Hill's ball. Here's Sadat Bonzali. Over to his brother, Ishan Bonzali. Gets the block from Petit Friere. Bonzali. Guarded by Van Hook, Petit Friere. Ishan Bonzali blocked by St. Paul again.
I mean, we've got to see his stat line at the end of the game. I think that might be 3 or 4 blocks now. He's got 16 points at least. Obviously, a few rebounds to add on.
And Morris Hill is desperately trying to find any answer for St. Paul on either end of the court.
For now, they won't have to worry about St. Paul as he checks out along with the senior Ryan Gubernick. In comes Andrew Castillo and Andrew Pose. As she will inbound this one. Sadat Bonzali. Does he have space for 3? He doesn't take it. Ishan Bonzali. Sadat Bonzali tries to get past Van Hook. He cannot. He's looking to get rid of it. Doesn't know what he wants to do. Finds Petit Friere. He's got the size advantage over Graves, and Petit Friere gets it to go.
Yeah, I don't think he's had the ball in his hands enough tonight. I think he could be the key for this offense. Still a junior, has another year. A nice pass there for the Patriots, though.
Castillo, another bucket for him. Andrew Castillo off the bench, and whenever he's gotten minutes, he's really been able to score at his own will. As she looks for an open man, finds Petit Friere. Does he want to go to the rim again? I mean, I would try if I was him. Like you said, Drew, I don't think he's gotten the ball a lot or enough. As he's got an open look. And it's short.
Believe there was a foul call there. Now the Patriots will inbound. She just can't finish that layup. Got to finish those if you want to cut down this lead.
Just over 2 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Petit Friere gets it over to Gordimer. A high one, she inside Petit Friere, and it's no good. Great defense by Graves. St. Paul checks in for Graves. That'll stay with the Scarlet Knights. They'll inbound this one. It'll be she to inbound. Steven She looks for an open man. He finds Bonzali. Back to She. She inside and the foul. A huge, huge opportunity to try and cut the lead down to 15. It'd be much, much needed for the Scarlet Knights. And it's no good, too strong. Castillo and Jelinski all over it, and here comes Brooklyn Jelinski.
The possessions like that for Morris Hills are essential to getting back into this game, trying to exploit the Wayne Hills defense to get down low.
Jelinski tried to finish that one, he couldn't. Bonzali over to She. Petit Friere. Ishan Bonzali almost lost it. Controls it. Friere tries to set up a block. Here's She. Excuse me, it's Gordimer. Gordimer, and he gets it to go, and another bucket for the Scarlet Knights, and a timeout called by Morris Hills.
Interesting for them to call a timeout there. They were maybe inching a little bit closer there. Now down to 12-point lead. But he wants to get his guys a break and get them back in there refreshed.
Is this a way of trying to utilize the bench more, you'd imagine? Because like you said, Drew, there's no real primary scorer that we've seen from the Scarlet Knights team. We think Petit Friere should be the primary scorer or should be the focus because Eddie Jacko hasn't really gotten much going. And Bonzali, he's had a couple of looks, but other than that, he hasn't really been able to light up the score sheet. This isn't Wayne Valley or Eastside Patterson, or Patterson Eastside, excuse me. There's no Luke Rubino, there's no Caleb Williams, there's no guaranteed score that we've seen from Morris Hills that gets us thinking that Wayne Hills should be worried. Obviously, still a whole quarter to go, a minute and a half, minute 12 left in this one. But the job isn't finished yet, and somebody on Morris Hills has to step up. The question is, who will it be, and can it be anybody?
And it's got to be soon, as there's a minute left in the third quarter.
And you can't allow open spacing like that, as Castillo almost lost it. And they're going to say it stays with the Patriots. I thought Castillo's foot might have been on the line.
Yeah, tough to see from here. I don't think he knew who was last touched, so he just decided to go for it. And he got lucky on that one as the ball hit out of bounds before he could grab it.
Obviously, Morris Hill's not agreeing with the call over here by their bench. On them now to get a stop here and make it a moot point. As Graves looks and tries to get inside. Graves well defended by Shee. Here's Ryan Gubernick. Gubernick spins, Gubernick step back. Gubernick very shifty. St. Paul looks for some space. Andrew Pose over to Justin Graves. Graves tries to move inside. Gubernick got some space. Gubernick inside. Gubernick to the rim, and it's no good. A three-pointer here would cut it to single digits for Morris Hills. Sedat Bonzali over to Shee. Shee trying to get past Gubernick, and he's tripped.
Yeah, huge possession here for the Scarlet Knights. They got to get a bucket to fall as Ngomez subs in for this final possession, as well as Jelinski for the Patriots and Jacko, and a bunch of substitutions for Hills. Morris Hills, I should say.
3 players on deck for the Scarlet Knights as they were in the bonus as Shee missed free throw last time, and the first one is no good. That's huge.
Yeah, that's Prunav Mungiala getting his first action of the night, number 40. Again, you can see Ngomez waiting for the defensive side of the ball.
This may be an attempt to get a rebound should Shee miss it, which he makes it, so it doesn't matter now. Shee will check out. In comes Alex Ngomez. And it looks like we're going to be set up for another buzzer beater opportunity, unless Van Hook wants to just take it. St. Paul had the open look. St. Paul moves inside. St. Paul, it's short. Does Wes Morris have enough time to get it up? Here's Bonzali. Bonzali for 3. It's off the mark.
I mean, that would have been huge if they could have got that one to fall. But I think something that we haven't really touched on so far tonight has been the free throw shooting for Morris Hills. They have been pretty bad, to be honest.
Putrid. They've been awful from the free throw line. And
that's the difference right now. They could, at least half those free throws, they get them to fall. It's a much closer game, maybe even 8 to 6 points.
And Drew, this is exactly how Wayne Hills let the game slip just under a week ago over at Eastside. And that game was just, it came down to free throws in the end, which St. Paul missed one after getting the foul, bucket to go. Jelinski, unlike him, missed both free throws, and they ended up losing by 5. They could have set themselves up to tie it or win it with a three-pointer. Instead, they had to rush, they turned it over, and then Eastside walked out of there with the win. Nevertheless, now, state playoff action. Fourth quarter, 8 minutes to go. It is 34-23. Wayne Hills Patriots. Once again, Rocco Coppola along with Drew Ziegler and Brandon Stone. If you're just joining us right now here on Wayne Hills TV, it has been quite the eventful game, to say the least.
Final 8 minutes here.
And in this
Look to
fourth
see if
quarter,
the Patriots can hold
Hills
on.
can start to slow the game down, but they still got to stay aggressive. It's a fine line between playing calm and being complacent, and complacency is something they cannot afford.
Here is Eddie Jacko. He's been quiet tonight. Does he have a spark in him? Jacko will shoot it, and it's short. Goes off the side. St. Paul takes this up.
Still, again, an emphasis on using the clock. Still up 11 points. No quick possessions are needed.
And Graves not aware Jacko is behind him. And a poor pass there. It'll stay with Wayne Hills. St. Paul tries to get the bucket. St. Paul, she not up to the task defensively, and it is now a 13-point Patriot lead. Here's Jacko. Gubernick in defense, and Gubernick knocks it away, and he's gonna say Patriots ball. Great defense by Ryan Gubernick. Gubernick gets up to Zielinski. Zielinski, a poor pass there. Petit Friere will take it away. Here's Gordemer.
Yeah, no need to force passes like that. They got it over the half-court line, which was the goal. Slow it down a little bit and get your team with you.
Jacko, it is well short. Gordemer put back, no good. Gordemer almost took out one of our cameramen, Nick Champia Jr. And Gubernick gets it to go. Ryan Gubernick, timeout. Morris Hills.
Gubernick, just a beautiful play. Not to go up, 2 defenders on him, managed to go under the basket, loop it back around, gets the bucket, forces the timeout.
Yeah, I mean, there was a little bit of a chance, maybe you could say, for the Scarlet Knights there, but now back down to 15 points when it was at 11. Had a couple opportunities there, but nobody scored on either possession, and then the Patriots on the last couple have put up points. Now 6.5 remaining in this one. See if the Patriots can hold on. Up 15, I said, 38-23.
Just truly a great effort defensively by the Patriots. And Morris Hills hung around defensively for a while, and 38 points by no means is a poor performance. It's a great performance defensively. As Coach McClay tries to rally his team, saying your season's on the line here. Time to show me what you're made of.
6:38 to play here in the fourth quarter.
And the Patriots just continue to keep the pressure on here
Scarlet Knights with the possession.
as they press despite the score differential of 15.
The winner of this game will take on either Roxbury or Teaneck in the next round. Here's Jacko. And a poor pass there behind Bonzali.
Yeah, just not on the same page there on that one.
Jacko will check out. And Graves calmly puts it in Pose's hands. Pose will just nonchalantly give it to Zielinski, and he gives it back to Pose. Zielinski's starting to speed up a bit. Here's Graves. Into St. Paul. Does St. Paul want it? Gubernick inside and fouled on the court. No shot there, obviously. Graves will inbound.
There should be no rush for Hills to put up a shot here. You have a 15-point lead with 6 minutes left.
St. Paul puts it in like he only knows how, and Wayne Hills smells blood in the water now, and they can sniff the second round of the state playoff.
St. Paul's acceleration and speed has burned Morris Hills all night. Looking at them searching for answers as he quickly cuts to the basket.
Yeah, I mean, St. Paul's got to be around 20 points now, about half the points for this Patriots team.
Bonzali will take this one up. Now Petit Friere. Petit Friere inside, no good. Petit Friere rebound. Petit Friere puts it in. He's been pretty good in the paint, to say the least. You just got to imagine that might be too little too late for him to get the ball. St. Paul, a long ball to Zielinski. Zielinski to Pose. Brooklyn Zielinski. Zielinski, great ball handling skills. St. Paul, tough defense by Gordemer. St. Paul over to Gubernick. Gubernick, a wide open three. Ryan Gubernick gets short. Gets it back though. Gubernick to make up for it. Gubernick will put in the 2. And there it is. for the Patriots. Some subs made here. Looks like Stephen C. might have been a little shaken up there as Eddie Jacko checks in for him. Now Bonzali guarded by Gubernick. Bonzali looks for anything. Gubernick tries to rip it away. And Jelinski pops up to him. Oh, he wanted to Hail Mary it to Gubernick. He was looking for him. Nevertheless, he'll stay with it. And and an offensive foul. And Jelinski made the shot. He's laughing it off, and he's just disappointed with it. That would have been a nice highlight reel for him. Instead, Morris Hill's ball. Jacko, and he'll bounce out of bounds. Just nothing going right for Morris Hills tonight.
Yep, now halfway into this fourth quarter. Patriots on top 42-25. It's going to take a miracle here for the Scarlet Knights to pull this one out.
Sometimes some miracles just aren't meant to happen.
Yeah, not really much to say here. The Patriots just going to keep it going, go for these final 4 minutes. As I said, barring anything crazy, they'll look to move on into the next round.
Just taking care of business. You beat the teams you're expected to defeat. By no means is Morris Hills a slouch either. They came out to a tough place to play. They tried their best to compete. At the end of the day, when you run into a team that's blazing hot, it's very difficult to overcome that. And they just ran into a Patriots team, like you said, barring a miracle. They ran into a team that was just hot at the right time, and unfortunately, they ran into the wrong team at the wrong time.
And Hills in the second half has absolutely dominated. Morris Hills kept it close for a while in the first, but they came out of halftime with a renewed aggression that Morris Hills was unable to match, thus the deficit.
So now both teams head out after the timeout. Patriots still with their starting lineup out there, not taking any chances.
Justin Graves will inbound this one as the Patriots look to run out the final 4 minutes and 7 seconds of this ball game. Pose. Over to Gubernick. Gubernick runs into Jacko. Jacko trying to rip it away. He does. Jacko trying to stay in bounds. Jacko had a free shot. He couldn't hold on to the ball. Bonzali couldn't keep it.
I mean, that's just really been the story right there. Just they had almost a 2-on-0 fast break and didn't get points there. A little bit of ball control issues as Graves gets a bucket. Graves
makes him pay for that one. Almost a 20-point lead for Wayne Hills. They're up 19. It is now 44-25. And Jacko for three, it's well short. Jelinski. I wonder if the Patriots even try for another three-pointer at this point.
Rarely in this game did Hills seem unstoppable.
And just picture-perfect passing. Bread and butter duo through the air, or in this case, off the ground, is Graves and St. Paul.
Despite St. Paul's huge game, Graves and him haven't had that pass that they've had basically every game that we've seen, that bounce pass on the cut, but it was right there as now above 20-point lead for the Patriots.
Petit Friere, Jacko for three, and it's good. Eddie Jacko, a great open look, and he knocks down the basket, nothing but net. As now the Patriots have to empty their bench. That is Van Hook, Castillo, the senior, Justin Shanahan, and Reed Martin on deck. Jelinski mid-range jumper, nothing but net. And Jelinski, you gotta assume he'll come off. And Jake Bernardi also getting into this one too.
Yeah, new 5 for both teams. You can see the Westmore Scarlet Knights throwing in the white towel. Still a great season, as we mentioned, 16-10 on the year.
as now both teams will empty out their bench for the final 2.5 minutes. Trying to find anything now is the Scarlet Knights, and the foul and the one to go. Great effort there.
It's Cam Mazzara at the line who's looking for the three-point play on that one.
Cam Mazzara will go up to the free throw line. I guess having an and one in the state playoff game is something to look back on. Van Hook will take this up. Patriots 1:51 left from reaching the next round in the state playoff. Jake Minardi. The junior double defended, and nice pass there. Wide open is Justin Shanahan. In and out. Feels almost cheated out of that one. As now Henderson gets that one over to Mungiola. Hendrickson, guarded by Minardi. Hendrickson inside. Hendrickson to the rack, and it's good. Hendrickson, a nice move to get inside. David Van Hook will take this up.
Final minute of the second half.
Here's Minardi. Castillo. Shanahan. You know Shanahan wants that bucket. He'll give it to Castillo. Castillo outside. Reed Martins for three, and it is off the mark. Castillo falls down. Coming up now is Morgenstern. 36 seconds to go. Mungiola, Hendrickson, 22 seconds to go. Hendrickson, and well defended by Minardi. It'll go out of bounds, staying with Morris Hills.
Everybody know it? Where you going, Sam? Over here. Over here.
Mungiola, guarded by Castillo. Mungiola tries to get it to go. It's short. Minardi will take this up. And you got to imagine Minardi will dribble this one out. 6 seconds to go. The clock strikes midnight on Morris Hill season. And that will do it at the Gifford Gym. The Patriots are moving on to the second round of the NJSIAA State Playoff Tournament. They will head on the road to Teaneck, where I do have some news for you now. Mike Cantilli will be on the call for that one for Wayne Hills TV. Had his nice showing at Patterson this past week or so, and he will be on the call for that one. So, fellas, what do we take away from this game?
Yeah.
Brandon, Drew, I'll start with you.
Yeah, I mean, after that first quarter, it was 10-9. Patriots were on top, and then it wasn't really close for the rest of the game. Patriots just ran away with it, showed why they were the 6th seed, why they were the better team coming into this one, and they just played a much cleaner, better game. Better offensively, better defensively. They just shined in every aspect compared to the Scarlet Knights.
Indeed. Brandon?
I mean, Hills played great all around, but you have to give it up to Cherno St. Paul, doing it all in the first half and the second half on both offense and defense, getting buckets, getting blocks, hitting threes. Morris Hills had no answer for him, and he's a big reason for their 15-point win against Morris Hills tonight to close out Morris Hills' season.
Yeah, and Morris Hills has a great future ahead of them. Coach McClay, he's a fantastic coach. That entire coaching staff, they got the best they could out of this group, and the future is bright for them. Coach Grimes, it was a chess match between the two coaches, and he was on the upper hand, I should say, tonight. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to do it for us here at the Gifford Gym. Final score as it finishes 48-33, the Patriots over the Scarlet Knights. I've been Rocco Coppola alongside Drew Ziegler.